Hey stars, how you doing? So today I want to talk about the family unit, honestly, okay? So what I'm going to talk about isn't going to be easy for some, and some are not going to like what I'm about to say at all. So I'm going to throw some facts at you, okay? And it's up to you to pick up what I'm about to put down, okay? So, are you ready? So, in this country, we have 16 million single mothers and we have 3.5 million single fathers, and more being added to this list every day. Honestly, the real issue is that children being raised in single family homes is that they're more than likely to end up doing worse in school, going to jail, and they tend to have identity issues, not really knowing where they come from because they don't have a strong foundation to even build on. So honestly, this is such a deep subject. On one side, a child needs their mother to nurture them, and they truly need their father in order to gain stability. So, and then not only that, but little girls tend to fall in love. Their first love is their father, and the same for little boys. And oftentimes, your children will find partners to meet this. So, because this is honestly the natural order of things. Men teach their little girls how they should be loved and treated by a man, and a woman does the same for her little boy. Okay, so before I go any further, I gotta put a disclaimer in this. If you have children and you are in a relationship and you are not happy and it is a toxic relationship, do not stay in a relationship just for your children. They deserve to see you happy. And honestly, it is worse to see them in a toxic family, in a toxic home, than it is for them to be built with only half of the foundation, right? So, and honestly, I'm gonna say this, I don't have kids, but I am the one who people have been leaving their kids with for the past 20 years. I'm not even 30 yet, okay? So, and during this 20 years, children talk to me. So, and I hear all kinds of things. I hear little girls longing for the love of their father and their mother keeping them from their father, and vice versa. Little boys who they just want their father, but because of the disconnect of the mom and the dad, they don't even get to see their father. So they don't have that masculine role who truly teaches them how to be a strong man. I see these things. Your children talk to their caregivers. I'm just saying. And it's like people don't realize that what you say in front of your children and the way you act in front of your children, it imprints on them. And these are things that can honestly lead to giving them a shadow before their ego can even form. Honestly, toxic parents go both ways. When you're co-parenting, you need to watch what it is that you're saying about that other person while you're in front of your children. Yeah, he may not have been the best partner, but give him the opportunity to be a dad, right? And even if he isn't the best dad, let the child find out for his own, because then you're not putting lies into this child's head that can further down the road come back and bite you, because your child can't trust you now because of the fact you said this, but then I found out that wasn't even true because it happened like this, and this person actually had proof of what happened. Where what do I have? What else did you lie to me about? Don't do that, because it hinders the relationship between you two. And a little bit about my story. I wasn't raised by my mom, my real mom. Okay, I was raised by my two aunts, and my two aunts, they raised me from the age of till I was 23, from like 2 to 23. So, long time. But when I was about 3 years old, I asked my mom, my aunt, I asked her, where is my real mom? And my mom, I'll never forget, she was like, your mom's sick. And I was like, okay, like, what's wrong with her? And she was like, your mom's making some poor life choices, and she named the life choices. And though I may not have understood, because I was only like 3 or 4 years old, okay, it was just a random question. But that moment imprinted something on me that lasted for almost 30 years now. Like, it lasted for such a long time, and it's something that I've built myself off of, is being honest. Okay, so being honest, and where I have the utmost respect for that woman for spending that 2 minutes explaining to a 3-year-old who didn't quite understand, but she explained it the best to her ability for me to understand. Where on the other hand, my mom, my real mom, bless her soul if she's watching this, but she has lied on me, she has lied to me, and she denies it. That has hindered our relationship. I'm cool off that. It's not that I haven't forgiven her, but it does break the trust, because I can't put myself in the place where I can trust you now because of the fact that this happened. You didn't even tell me about it. So, back to the subject at hand, you have to be mindful, right? Like, be mindful what it is that you're saying to your children, because like I said before, you don't want to leave a shadow on your child before their ego has even formed, leaving them with insecurities. You know, things like yelling, things like cheating, running from your issues. Your children are paying attention. Any negative quality as well as positive quality, but any quality you have, your children are liable to pick up on. And there's no one to blame, honestly, except for yourself. I honestly think that too many times people forget that their children are going to be somebody's lover. When your child grows up, they're going to be somebody's lover. Do you want them to be in a relationship dealing with the same issues that you've had to deal with? Really? So, honestly, I think if you're single and you don't have any children, it's pretty simple, okay? Take the time to do your shadow work. Heal yourself, right? Learn how to communicate before you get into a relationship. Learn how to love yourself so you know what it is that you will accept as love, right? So, and especially when it comes to the communication skills, this is important, because nobody wants to fuss and argue all the time. And I'm gonna be honest, I got a Leo and Venus, so like, sometimes I get bored and I just want to start problems, because this is G-rated, so we're gonna leave it there, okay? So, but especially for my melanated women, this combative approach, instead of sitting down and taking that time to communicate, being combative and wanting to fight about things, honestly, is super toxic, and it's not working for us. It's giving us a bad rap, okay? Which is part of the reason why so many fine chocolate men are with unseasoned women. When I talk about them unseasoned women, I'm talking about women who think that mayonnaise actually is a seasoning. I'm not talking about the ones who know about the garlic salt and the Lawry's, know about some Old Bay. I'm not talking about y'all. You are welcome. Welcome, baby. But if you think that mayonnaise is a seasoning, please, I got a list of aunties for you who can help you, okay? They're just throwing it out there. However, the reason why our fine melanated men end up with these women is because they know how to submit. They don't have to yell and make a huge scene in order to get their point across. They're able to communicate, and that's honestly a huge part of it. They're also not afraid to smile, okay? This idea that smiling is a form of control and that a man does not deserve a smile, really? This is a part of your shadow that you need to address, honestly, because it is so toxic, and no one, and I do mean no one, including yourself, deserves to have to deal with your attitude, okay? Next, we're gonna talk about taking time to pick your partner before you jump into bed. Start asking yourself questions like, would I want to have a kid with this person? Right? Because it's not about looks. It's not about how attracted you are to this person. Because whether your children are raised around the other person or not, your child can then still take on the attributes of this person. So, do you like them like that? Like, do you like the way they smell? Because chances are your kid's gonna smell like them when they grow up. You know, it's just little behaviors. Like, I walk like my mom. And I guess I look like my mom. I have my mom's face shape. So I was always told growing up that, ugh, you look like your mom. Stop looking over there like Violet. Like, ugh. Like, ugh. And I didn't even like the woman. I didn't even know the woman. So I was really like, no. But these are things that your child can take on. And it's not just about the way they look, but it's about the way they behave as well. So start asking yourself questions like this before you start to engage with somebody else. Also, women want a fine man who makes a lot of money. Hey, but what are you bringing to the table? Oh wait, because a lot of you women who I want a man who has money, who can spoil me, but like, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you how I got this ring. Not cute. I'm just saying, not cute. So, and I know this woman who honestly takes this kind of approach. She's beautiful, she's successful. Honestly, I know a lot of people who would love to be in a place similar to what she's in, right? So, however, she takes a really, and there's nothing wrong with being playful, but to an extent, a man is not going to take you seriously if the only things you're talking about are how beautiful you are and about your body, because that's exactly where his interest is going to be. That's where his interest is anyways. So are you going to keep his focus on your body, or are you going to tell him, hey, I have something up here. Oh, and by the way, I can cook for you. Oh, and while you're at it, I can sew, and I do this, and yeah, I've dabbled in several different business ventures. Can you bring that to the table? Because that's honestly the type of attributes that men are really looking for, right? Can you help me, or are you going to be a hindrance? Okay. So, but if this person had ever taken the time to heal, because they've been through some stuff, okay? But unfortunately, because their focus is here, and they've never taken time to look outside of themselves and to see what type of partner, like what values is it that I'm actually bringing to the table. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the universe only knows how to bring you what it is that you put out, right? So what is it that you are attracting? You honestly, these women right here that I'm talking about, the ones who are super combative, the ones who only care about how they look and like how much money a man makes and all of that, are the reason why Kevin Samuels is so famous. I'm just saying. Because these women are unable to look outside of themselves and to truly do the shadow work. And this shows how selfish they are. And this level of being selfish honestly shows how big your ego is. And I'm gonna tell you right now, confidence is sexy. Where having a big ego is very unbecoming. And I'm gonna tell you, confidence is so sexy that me and my 2 male roommates looked at this woman one day, and mind you, this woman looked like she had a stroke and had been drugged by her face, and all of us looked at her and was like, damn, she is sexy, because of the level of confidence that came off of that woman. Okay? It's not just about how it is that you look and having a big ego. That's not cute. It's not becoming. And like I said before, the universe only knows how to bring you what it is that you put out. So would you want a partner who acts the way that you do? And who doesn't know how to act? Because honestly, a lot of women or a lot of men are not going to tolerate that type of man. If you really want a high caliber man, then you have to be able to be a high caliber woman. And a high caliber woman isn't going to be out here, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you how I got that ring. No. A real man of good stature doesn't want that. Because he also doesn't want everybody talking behind his back, talking about how his wife did this and how his wife did that. Don't nobody want that. It's honestly really not cute. And then number 2, they don't want, when they have children, for their children to grow up to be like this. Honestly. And when it comes to women, you should be looking for a man who is interested in more than just your body. What's his drive? What is his purpose? What is he trying to bring into life? Because if he's not trying to do anything, why are you dealing with this person? Honestly, if women took the time to raise our standards, and I'm not talking about, oh, he has to make this, or oh, he has to do this. I'm not talking about that. But let's talk about really getting in line and finding people who are truly healed and who honestly have goals, who meet our own, and making sure that these people that we get with are energetic matches to ourselves. That is how you build a strong family unit. You have to build it from the ground up. So making sure that your morals, making sure that everything that you guys, you think, you talk about, that it's close together. Yeah, there may be some difference because you need a little bit of difference. You need somebody who's going to rub up against you just a little bit, just enough to make you grow. Honestly, and if you don't have that, then, or at least that's what I need. But in most healthy relationships, that's what it is. So honestly, like I said, this is the first step to building a strong family, is making sure that you are building it from the ground up. So start asking, what type of foundation do you want to build for your kids? Start asking yourself, do you want your children and the children that you bring into this world to have to deal with the same kind of issues that you yourself have had to deal with? So here's the thing. We can sit here and complain about the issue all day long. But if we don't change anything, then what is the point? Honestly, it's only us who can break this chain. A lot of us, these chains have been put on us by somebody else. So it's time for us to break them. So, now that you know, only you can do better. Alrighty, guys. Definitely let me know how you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Bye.